Hi everyone, my name is Shelby Cordell and I am originally from Greensboro, North Carolina. Something unique about me is that I'm obsessed with the TV show The Office and I quote it as often as I can. And it's probably annoying to my closest friends, but I don't really care. It's a fun show to watch and to quote in everyday life. Another interesting thing about me is that so I actually graduated with my bachelor's in English with a double emphasis in creative and professional writing. I walked in December and was planning on doing an internship this winter semester, but 3 days after graduation happened, me and a couple of my family members were in a major car accident, which luckily everyone is okay, and that is truly a blessing that all of us are alright. But with having been in that accident, I had to take some time to recover and recoup, and with that said, I'm in this class instead of doing an internship. So even though I'm not able to do my internship and things aren't going as planned, I'm super excited to be in this class. I had the opportunity to take it last semester, but it didn't work out, and so it's awesome to be able to take it this time. Reading hasn't always been a passion of mine, but once I found my niche, I was automatically hooked. So here are some of my favorite books that I've read with growing up, and still to this day I go back to as my main, what I fall back on. So like it's been said before, Go Dog Go was a classic. James and the Giant Peach, those were some of the classics in my house growing up, along with Where the Wild Things Are. So when that movie came out, that was really awesome to go see that and be able to talk to my family members about that. I also remember reading Judy Moody books and being intrigued by her character and all that she went through, and I kind of sympathize with her a little bit on that. I also feel like a lot of us have that connection with Dr. Seuss, whether we had it read to us, whether we were the ones reading it to people. We had some sort of Dr. Seuss encounter growing up. And I know for me that was Horton Hears a Who, and the concept of having a small world, having to rely on an elephant to help them. It kind of helps that I also have a not so secret obsession with elephants, so that's always fun to go back to that book. Another one that is a favorite is Peter Pan. I love Peter Pan. Even to this day, my family, we're obsessed with Peter Pan. Anything Peter Pan. We'll go to musicals, we'll go to theater productions of it. It's just one of those things that we always go back to and connect with. Another thing is Madeline. We really liked Madeline growing up, and I just really liked that character as well. So then there are some chapter books that really stuck out to me too, which was Ransom by Lois Duncan and Kira Kira, which was by Cynthia Kotohata, which I hope that I said that right. Ransom introduced me into the world of suspense and the world that told me that it was okay that there are scary things that we can write about, and writing and reading are those vessels that help us get through those situations. And then Kira Kira was one of my favorite chapter books that I remember reading that I actually really had an impact on my life. It made a deep, powerful movement for me and really pushed me to love the English language. And I remember that book because it made it clear that there was a beautiful story, but that that real life happens, and that's okay, and that it doesn't always have to be happy endings. In Kira Kira, it's about a Japanese American family growing up in Georgia, and it follows these two sisters. And I connected with that because I'm super close to my sisters, and so it was just a very personal experience with reading, which I had never really had that until I read this book. And then one book that I actually read for this class that has stuck to me already is The Fantastic Flying Books of Morris Lesmore. And I think that it sticks with me so much is because it's a powerful story itself, but then it also talks about the power of story and how that in and of itself can help us in our lives. And I just really appreciate that because I really try to implement that in my work and in my writing or reading, or I try to pick work that really pushes me as an English major and as just somebody that loves the English language. But again, I'm so happy and excited to be in this class and to learn from everyone. I love the power of the story and the ability that it has to change and influence to do good. And I really am excited to see what this semester has in store for us.